The only one we fight over is Comic Book Man.
And you're watching the Video Outhouse.
You're despicable.
Comics. He ships them, he shapes them, and now he'll update them for April 6th, 2011.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my Video Outhouse. It's time for
Shipshape
Update!
Yes.
And this is a Shipshape Update for Wednesday, April the 6th, 2011. This is your teachable moment for everything that's coming to Alternate Reality this coming Wednesday. Doors open at 7 a.m. And if you come at 7 a.m., you'll find 23 reorder items that are not here right now, but will be back in the store by this Wednesday at 7 a.m. You'll also find 169 brand new items that are coming to Alternate Reality for the very first time. They will be here also at 7 a.m. You put all those together and you've got 192 total items that are going to be here at the store Wednesday morning. What time is that again?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. That's right, 7 a.m. Now, of those 192 items, 115 are comic books. That's right, comic books.
What kind of comic book store are you running?
And they're all 15% off all week long here at Alternate Reality. That's a savings of $52.66. Say that fast. If you bought all 115 of them. If you brought all 115 up to the counter and I rang them up and I gave you 15% off, you'd save $52.66. So there you go. But we're going to talk more about that at the horse race. This week, I swear to God, I warned you last week, and now it's true. The Infestation event is over here at Alternate Reality. 2 months worth of savings on a bunch of different trade paperbacks, and I'm not going to go over them because you've been listening to them for 2 months.
I feel infested.
It's a brand new month. It's a brand new month, and that means that we've got a brand new hero of the month, and that is Ultimate Comics. That's right, they're killing Ultimate Spider-Man off in Ultimate Comics. It's an event that's spanning a couple of different Ultimate books. It's an Ultimate Spidey. It's an Ultimate Avengers. It's going to have a one-shot, I think, coming in, and to celebrate the death of Ultimate Spider-Man. Because we always celebrate deaths here at Alternate Reality.
With big cake.
Remember when Johnny Storm died? We celebrated that all month long by having 25% off.
We had a barbecue.
Yes, we had a barbecue. So to celebrate the death of the Ultimate Spider-Man, I'm knocking 25% off all of my Ultimate trade paperbacks and 25% off all of my Ultimate back issues. That's right, every single one in the store. 25% off, so come on down. You don't want to miss it. Spidey, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and more. 25% off. Hey, our Magnificent 7 for this week, our first day sale titles, our 40% off titles, include 4 comics, 3 trade paperbacks, and we're going to start off with our Army at War trade paperback. It's got a $14.99 cover price. It is only going to be $8.99 this coming Wednesday here at the store. It's from DC Comics, of course. Written by Darwin Cook, B. Clay Moore, Matt Sturgis, and other folks. Drawn by Darwin Cook, Phil Whistlade, and Justin Tinio, and other folks, with a cover by Darwin Cook. This collects the 2010 5 one-shots that came out last year that redid, or brought back, I should say. Some of them updated, some of them just did new period piece stories on Haunted Tanks, Sergeant Rock, Weird War Tales, The Losers, French Resistance Icon, Mademoiselle Marie, and many, many more. This is 128 pages, and of course, it is full color. Our second trade paperback that's 40% off for this week is Transformers Sector 7 Trade from IDW. It's got a $19.95 cover price. It'll only be $11.99 this coming Wednesday here at the store. The story is by John Barber, and the art is by Suter, Chi, King, and Davis Hunt. I guess they don't have first names. Sounds like a legal firm. Suter, Chi, King, Davis Hunt. Attorneys at law. Spinning out of the movies Transformers and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, witness this story, which tells the secret history of Sector 7, and their connections to the alien Transformers. So come on down for that. Also this week, 40% off the Avengers Prime hardcover trade paperback. $24.99 cover price, $14.99 here at the store. Of course, it's from Marvel. It's written by Brian Michael Bendis, and it's drawn by Alan Davis, who also did the cover for this book. It collects Avengers Prime number 1 through 5. In the wake of the Siege of Asgard, remember Siege, Iron Man and Steve Rogers are brought together on the same side once more with Thor, but they don't trust each other after Siege. This miniseries fixes all that, and they're pals by the end of it. 120 pages long, rated T+. Now, I have 4 comics coming in this week that are also 40% off, and they are Green Hornet Aftermath number 1. This is a $1.99 cover price. It's only $1.19 this coming Wednesday if you come down to the store. Of course, it's from Dynamite. Written by Jai Nitz, J.I. Nitz, and Nigel Rayner is the artist. It's rocketing out of the events of the hit movie that was out back in January, and it follows that continuity's adventures of Green Hornet and Kato as a power struggle for control over the drug traffic in Los Angeles turns violent, and Green Hornet and Kato got to stop him. Also this week, 40% off Charismatic number 1, Charismagic number 1. $2.99 cover price, $1.79 here at the store. This is by Aspen Comics, written by Vince Hernandez, with art by Carre Rudolph and Emilio Lopez. Journey into the world where the lines between magic and reality are blurred, and where one man would soon find himself the last remaining hope for all of mankind. And he lives in Vegas on top of it. What more could he ask for? This premiere issue will open your eyes to the new world of Charismagic, the world of magic. Hey, I hope David Copperfield shows up.
Hey, man, you're always disappearing.
Shh. That's Comic Book Man's secret magic trick.
That's right.
Also this week, 40% off Scar, King of the Savage Land, number 1 of 5. This is a 5-issue miniseries, $3.99 cover price, $2.39 here at the store. Written by Rob Williams, art by Brian Ching, with a cover by Michael Cormack and Ed McGuinness, and a variant cover by Billy Tan. Khazar has long ruled the Savage Land, but a battle for dominance is coming, and Scar is not the only contender. Oh, this miniseries is going to have dinosaurs and giant robots and an ancient evil mastermind, and they're all going to be in a conflict to redraw the map of the Savage Land forever, or at least until the end of this year. 30 pages long, rated T+. And finally, my book of the week, 40% off all week long. Herc, number 1, $2.99 cover price, $2.39 here at the store. This, of course, is from Marvel, written by Greg Pak and Fred Van Lente, with art by Georges Giente, and a cover by Carlo Paglulian, and a variant cover by John Romita Jr. The Chaos War has left Hercules without any powers and without a sidekick. But when mythic evil stalks the streets, a latter-day band of Hercules worshippers cries out for their savior, who's Herc. God, that must be a nightmare. But the son of Zeus, what can he do? He has no powers. He has no sidekick. What can he do? Well, he goes and he invades Ares' armory, steals a bunch of weapons, and he goes to town. Because he's still Hercules, baby.
Herc the Merc.
That's going to be 40% off all week long here at the store, and only at Alternate Reality, or you can get 40% off on that book. Now it's time for the horse race. Coming in first place this week, we have Marvel with 22 titles. We have DC coming in second with 18. We have Image coming in third with 15. We have Dark Horse coming in fourth with 8. And we have IDW coming in fifth with 6. I also have 24 indie titles, 22 Crap Factor titles, for a grand total of the 115 comics that I mentioned at the top of the show. Now, if you bought all those comics this week, like I said, it cost you $351.12. But I'm knocking 15% off all those comics, so it would only cost you $298.45. That's a savings of $52.66. I know stores that don't have for subscription services with a top discount of 15%. I have it just for walking in the door. Why aren't you here?
Why would you buy your comics anywhere else?
I don't get it. Anyway, now it's time to go to the Kids Corner and check out what's going on with kids shipping for this week. We're in the Kids Corner with comic book fun for kids of all ages. Coming in this week, I've got one reorder. Jughead number 206 is coming back in this week. Now, as far as new stuff goes, I have 0 trades. There are no new trade paperbacks coming in this week. Sometimes that happens, but I have a ton of magazines this week. Feast and famine, folks. Feast and famine. 7 magazines coming in this week, including Archie and Friends Double Digest number 4, and these. Here comes the feast part. And these magazines, which you will find at Alternate Reality, but you probably won't find at other comic book stores, but we have them down here. And they include Jeffy's favorite Disney Family Fun.
My honey is singing.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah. Just don't roll it up.
Here's a little known story. Jeffy's daddy used to read Disney's Family Fun to Jeff all the time. The only problem was he never opened up the magazine.
He'd read it upside my head.
He rolled it up and read it to him. Also this week, Go Picks! Ah! Number 6 with this guy.
With the haircut.
Yeah, the haircut. Also this week, Highlights magazine is coming in. Highlights for kids of all ages. If you're going to the dentist, you need highlights. If you're going to the dentist and you're littler than going to the dentist and need highlights, you need Highlights High 5. If you're a little type.
Don't have any teeth.
You don't have any teeth. Also this week we got in Ranger Rick for April.
That's my Aunt Alice.
Look at it.
How'd she get in the Ranger Rick's magazine?
And look at that big ugly toad. And finally for this week, we got Your Big Backyard.
What's
We got
up with
look
that?
at a giraffe neck. Look at that. Hello up there. And those are all here at the store right now. Come on down and pick them up. Also this week, of course, we have comics for kids.
What?
6.
Comics?
Count them. 6 new comics coming down this week for kids, including Chippendales Rescue Rangers number 5, Looney Tunes 197, Ozma of Oz number 5 of 8, Scooby-Doo Where Are You number 8, Uncle Scrooge number 402, and the kids' book of the week is Betty, number 191, written by Bill Gallagher and drawn by Pat Kennedy and Tim Kennedy, the Kennedy twins. They're doing it up. It's got 3 stories in it. 3 stories. First one, Friend to an End. Betty's imaginary childhood friend, Miss Falbo. Mrs. Falbo returns, all USC TV fans. Mrs. Falbo is coming to see Betty this week. Also, then the second story is The Big Mess. Nancy uses organizational skills to help Betty clean up her room. Boy, that sounds exciting. And the third story we've got is Birthday Bash. Betty takes full advantage of getting stuck in a car with Archie to outdo Veronica. Oh, I am not even going there. I am not even going there, you dirty-minded daddies out there watching this.
Easy, Kids Corner.
This is a Kids Corner. And now it's time to go back to Command Central and check out the late list for this week. And we're back from the Kids Corner. Time to go over the late list with what's shipping late for the next couple of weeks. If you go to the store's website, you'll find that the late list is updated on every single shipping page, so be sure to check it out. I've got 16 items that have been added to the late list for this week. Of note, they are Ruse number 2 has been pushed back to the 27th of April. Scarlet number 5 has been pushed back to the 20th of April. And Tank Girl Badwood Rising number 4 has been pushed back to the 4th of May. The basket case for this week, however, is Anita Blake.
Anita shot.
Ingenue of the Dead Circus of the Geeks, whatever it is. Circus of the Damned Ingenue. Numbers 4 and 5 of this series have been pushed back. 4 to the 18th of May and 5 to the 15th of June. So those are going to be late. Don't know why. I was at a retailer meeting recently, and I said to Marvel, you know, when you have stuff that's late, why don't you give us a heads up as to why? You know, artist, writer, you're pushing a book back because you're having problems with the copyright, if it's a licensed character. I mean, you know, give us some ideas so we can tell people instead of, you know, some of us sitting here and going, I don't know why it's late, it's just late. So anyway, that's coming in late.
What was their response to that?
That's a good idea. We'll think about that.
Sure, we'll love to.
They're still thinking about it.
They're not going to tell you why. It just embarrasses them. What if the reason is beyond stupid?
Then it would be beyond stupid, wouldn't it? Then they couldn't tell
And
you.
that's the first thing they'd love to tell you.
Yes.
We're beyond stupid.
We're beyond stupid. We don't know why.
We lost it. We left it out in the rain. We don't know.
Anyway, also, while you're at the store's website checking out the late list, be sure to stop off the checklist page, because if you do, you'll be able to print yourself up one of these. This is this week's checklist. This is this week's checklist. Of all 115 comics that are shipping to the store this week, you can have this for your very own. Just right-click with your mouse, hit the print button, and this should come spitting out of your printer or some facsimile thereof, depending on how your printers are. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. Reminder, of course, we are open at what time on Wednesday morning, Jeff?
You bet at 7 a.m. sharp.
7 a.m. And Sundays, we're here at 10:30 now. Sarah's here at 10:30 in the morning on Sundays.
Not so sharp.
So be sure to stop on by. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man saying, see you this Wednesday, 7 a.m. Bye!
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.